Hi, and welcome back to my channel, Country Conversation with Diva D. We're going to get right on into it. We're going to talk about the looks first, and that's just going to be real quick. I'm going to breeze right over it. I hated everybody's look except Candy. Hated it. 2 snaps in a round. Hated it. Everybody's look. Yes, Marlo did look like Mrs. Roper. I've said that before, and the rest were just simple, and Kenya and Drew, I didn't like the sleeves. But Kenya is the first to arrive. Andy throws shade at Busy Candy, and he says, I cleared the schedule with Don Juan. And Marlo, he says, Marlo, you disappearing. And Marlo says she does the shots. And as a person with a sister who suffers with diabetes, I am not thrilled or impressed with all these people using those shots for weight loss. Because what if it's that one moment, even though my sister takes her shots on the regular, where she needs a shot and somebody is using it for weight loss? Okay? I don't like it. And I'll say it again, I don't like it. So he starts in with the reunion. He gets into the mess. It's time to get into the mess. So he starts with Sheree. He starts on the right side, and he says, Sheree, hey, you know, what about Bob and old girl? You know, his new daughter. And Sheree stutters, as Sheree does. And she goes on to say, he's like, what about Kelly and Cairo knowing about him? Now, this girl has the C in her name. Did anybody pick that up? I think it's Bob who likes the C's. So, being that she also has a C, I'm about to go from the first wife. I think, if I'm not mistaken, I think he has a Cody as well. So, if she's named Candace, this is not something that Bob just weaved into the relationship and way before her. I think that Sheree knew about her in some way. Because if the child was named Candace and he's claiming the child, it's another C name added to the list. And Cairo, Kelly, Candace, Cody, I believe the other one's name. Okay. Yeah, I picked up on that. So she's like, no blood test, nothing like that. And seeing that they didn't have no blood test, and you know, I never met her. I really don't give a shit. Whatever, girl. Next, so they get on to her about Motel, and Motel not paying for the dinner. I said it before, I said it again. It was a courtesy thing. I think it would have been courteous had he just paid for the dinner. But in a motel, hotel, may not have it like that. So if you didn't have it like that, you shouldn't have agreed to run in these types of circles. So they bring up the picture, and Sheree looking like Drew in the picture. Now, in all that is holy, when I saw that picture initially, I thought that was Drew as well. Tell me, did you all think that too? Because I did. So Kenya goes on to drag Martell, because she's like, you know, how would you feel that Martell was there and you didn't even have a man showing up for you? And she's like, exactly. I didn't. But I don't want a man who has a whole bunch of outside charming, right? Made a love child on his wife, and he tried to do revenge speech. Like, did you know about that? She's, nothing's been proven. Nothing's been proven. And in that Sheree way that she does. Kenya's asked about her divorce. Oh my word. Not the divorce. Kenya. Wow. And Kenya says that everybody knows about the blogs where they were saying that Mark said Marlo had something to do with this because She was on that video kicking at the door and putting the child's life in danger, and then Marlo apologized, and Kenny said, "Here is your subpoena." Now, I was riding with Kenny all the way with that subpoena. I said, "Yes, girl, give it to her." Next thing I know, old boy flips the subpoena over front and back and said it was blank, even though deep down in my gut, I feel that this is going to come up in their court hearing. If whether that paper that they had at the reunion was blank or not, she is still allowed in discovery to subpoena anybody that may have something to do with her case. And being that Mark has brought Marlo up in the case, then Kenya definitely has the right to bring her as a witness. Yes, she does. She can say she's a hostile witness, whatever. So Candy and Sheree go back and forth. Here we go. Candy and Sheree go back and forth. Now let me go back on Candy just a little bit. I wanted to mention this at the first of the video, but now while we're on Candy, I'm going to go ahead and talk about this right quick, and it's just going to be a quick little snippet here. Now, for me, it was kind of touchy for her to say that Drew's sister Allison didn't look like she had mental illness, because it is true, mental illness does not have a look, and I don't think Candy was aware at that moment, and what she said, I don't think she was, self-aware, or something was missing in that statement. And yeah, you can believe that maybe Drew has a lying problem, which she does. Yeah, she got a strange relationship with Drew. I just don't think in that moment that was something that should have been brought up, because like I said, I work with mental health people in mental health facilities, and even in those facilities, we try to make their lives as normal as possible. So if we have from schizophrenia to the lowest diagnosis on the scales, we try to make them all conform in the same manner. I just want to throw that out there as a little bit of awareness. And then here go Sheree. Sheree, back to the music. Sheree gets up and she sashays her tail around that dog on stage and talk about, "You could never." Big face, big face, look. Both her and Candy was talking all kinds of BS, and I ain't understand neither one of them, but Candy did hit a good when she said the shots with her face. But in the trailer, you didn't see that Candy had kind of stuttered on that as well. So he goes on to ask Sheree, and ask Sheree, was there any profit with she by Sheree? And no. Here she go with the stutter. And it takes 2 to 3 years to see profit. Yeah, now they're gonna break up the favorite side of the couch here. Yeah, because my faves are on the left, but they gonna get into the whole issue with Drew and Candy. Left side of the couch do what they did on the right side of the couch. They had that big disagreement in the after show about Martell not paying, but you couldn't tell. Why y'all didn't do the same thing? Drew acts like she's above the movie. Well, they go into talking about the movie, and Drew acts like she's above the movie, and there they go with, "Oh, I heard she didn't give $10,000. Look, people. And then Drew, in that way that Drew does, when she's looking down on somebody, she said something like, "Well, my agent passed on it, and I had to have a talk with Todd, and I told Todd that I would be able to participate in the movie." Well, Drew, here's the deal. When you're doing something as an act of love for your friends, then just do it. You don't have to. And that's the thing that I like about Candy. Candy, you rarely, now say what you want to say about Candy, because I am quite disappointed with her and this mental health thing. But you can say what you want to say about her, but she does things to me and what it appears to be out of the kindness of her heart. So, moving right along. Kenya and Drew. There goes my side of the couch, getting into it again. So they bring up, there's questions coming in, and they bring up about the doggone, the video. Now, that was a cringy moment for me when Kenya said the video was low budget. She said that it was light shade. Okay, but that was see, and that's where we go back to labors of love. It was a labor of love for Drew. And I know you knew that because like Drew said, you were there. And Kenya does the right thing and apologizes, which she should have, but you know, that girl, Drew, that line Drew, she shaded her in that movie, but that was after the effect. There they go. Here go the movie again. There go my left side of the couch getting into it again. Candy and Drew. Here it comes, right? Candy tells Drew that the problem with that she was having and what she's been having all along is her calling her a liar. So Candy goes around the room and says, you know, did you know about it? Did you know about it? Did you know about it? And here comes Marlo with the 80%. But then you will see later on where Marlo agrees with Candy. But she didn't want to let her know she agreed with it in this moment. While her and Drew are going back and forth. Here goes Drew. Yeah, it's Candy coded lies. Candy coded. Girl, bye. Stop it. You did it. Everybody knows. And when I go, everybody knows that you did it. You kissed the girl. And that's okay. Now, the friends come out. You know what Courtney looked like to me? She like them willowy jellyfish that you could see real good in SpongeBob movies. That's what her dress looked like to me. And the dress was uneven in here or something. It just had her boobies smashed down or some kind of, I don't know what that was going on. Then and before that though, I forgot to say, and I'm gonna say it here, that Candy. Now, maybe I'll move up in the algorithm one day, and maybe Monday Candy will see this video. But honey, Drew and Rev gaslight each other. And then you was like, well, you know what's going on now? I think, you know, you gaslight Rev. No, don't do that. Don't say things like that to your fellow lesbian and sister on the stage. Ooh, y'all broke my heart. Getting into it on the left side of the couch. And they stuck together over there. And Marlo's package comes up. You know, back to the Marlo's package. And her package comes up and they talk about her having a passion for foster care families and stuff like that. And for me, I like that. And they bring up Phaedra and how Phaedra, phony Faye, whatever you want to call it, is helping Marlo expunge her record, and so is Courtney. But did you see the looks on the faces on the left side when they brought? It's like when they bring up Phaedra's name for the left side of the couch, it's like they like, whoo, They don't like it. It's just, if they even mention her, it's a mess. So, they talk about Rhoa sliding Marlo's den. And here comes Kenya with the BS. Oh, he didn't slide him down. That wasn't a real date, you know. Her having to drive her own car and they go to Taco Bell. Now that was a good little read about Taco Bell, and then she said clearly it wasn't a date because you know Marlo dates. Yeah, got her there. Marlo dates in with $20 on the table. Well, she said money, but I said 20. Or you know the going rate these days is 40. You know, $20 back in the day. Then they go into because by this time both of the friends of the show come out, but they're already out there. But you know, I forgot to mention about the Kenya, and she was like, Andy called Kenya because she was like, Rhoa don't come on the show because of what Marlo said about the cherry being pop. And Kenya's like, in his Caucasian way, well, the show had rap. And she's like, no, in a super teaser. And then she's like, no, the show had rap. And he got her because that's the time that I saw the super teaser. I don't know who else saw it. Maybe she saw the super teaser before, and she showed it to Roy. No, Kenya, I can't. I can't save you on this one. But in the Friends package, which was weird to me, they bring up how Sheree is the bone collector. And does she miss being the bone collector because now she is the glue that's holding the friend group together. Well, let me just say this. She has done a horrible job of it. And then, you know, Andy asked her, you know, what did she think about the fashions this year? And she's like, she was most disappointed in Kenya because Kenya did not wear real Gucci to what they were supposed to be making up at that little Gucci. What was it? Gucci. I should have said right, because that's my girl from Bear Collector. So Gucci. They had a little So Gucci event. Now, the looks at the Gucci event. Now, she could say she was most disappointed in Kenya's look, but I thought Kenya looked better than... Look, I think her look better than all of them, and Sonya would be a close second at the Gucci event. For me. Then they asked Marlo about her little fashion corner. She goes around the room, and she tells everybody how they looked and how the looks were to her. But she gets to Kenya, and she shades Kenya the most. Now, she actually says she likes Kenya's dress, which was my favorite look as well. And she tells Kenya that she didn't like the feathers, and you know, she didn't like the hair. And Marlo said she looked like a broke down Marilyn Monroe. Now, Marlo can barely talk, so that doggone Kenya got her again. You know, can anybody understand what she's saying? She mumbles all the time. Can somebody tell me what she just said? She needs subtitles. What? The shade assassin. Yes, and then that's what she told us. She tried to critique looking like the broke down Mrs. Broker. Well, here we go with the friends. They bring up Moneta and the whole collusion thing. Again, I'll say, how come these people don't know what collusion means? It was a collusion. Yes, she did videotape too. She did not get a pass for videotape, but she didn't share the video with somebody outside the group. That is the point that Drew is trying to make. She shared the video. She didn't share the video. She only showed her where Courtney called her a bitch. But the rest of that video, and the trouble started with her sharing with LaToya, who's not in the group. And that's when Drew and Marlo go head to head about, you know, what's acceptable when sharing that particular video. And she wanted to prove that Drew was a liar. But early in the show, remember, she only remembered 80%, which was not cool. You know you thought she kissed the girl too, and you know you saw it, but you didn't want to back up Kenny. But honey, let me get down to the meat. Forget all the rest of that fluff. And by the way, let me just say, all of the props fell flat. Even that little pamphlet that Sheree had at the top of the show, which I didn't mention, but I'm mentioning it now, it fell flat as well. Because they was up there talking about the things that were going on in Candy's restaurant. Candy's businesses are successful. Sheree just had admitted that her videos hadn't, I mean her videos, I'm talking about myself, hadn't turned a profit yet. Let me speak that into existence. But she had just said that her business hadn't turned a profit yet. I think that all of Candy's businesses have turned profit, from my understanding. Okay? Even though she didn't get the Tony, she was Tony nominated. Bedroom Candy. Child, I want one of those peaches. Let's talk about them peaches. Peaches. Do I want one of those peaches? Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. And here goes the Courtney thing. See, I'm rubbing my head. This evil, wicked stepsister. Now, again, they go back into the cousin thing, how her and Ralph are related. She's clearly on Ralph's side, and I don't think it's because of the cousin thing. It might be an attraction there. But again, like I said in my videos, everybody's getting this mixed up. Like I said, they have a relative. They have a common relative. But I don't think both of them are related on different sides. Why can't people get that? I'm not taking up for Courtney. Don't make me do it. But at the same time, that's what it is. If your aunt, which is her dad's sister, married Ralph's uncle, that, as a matter of fact, they have two common relatives, because Courtney's dad's sister is her aunt, and Ralph's dad's brother is his uncle. Two common relatives. Child back. Look, and then the thing about it is these common relatives probably have children. So if they have children in common, then those are Ralph and Courtney's cousins. But hey, that's neither here nor there. Let's get on down to it. They talked about the conclusion, like I said, and none of these people know what that is, but I want to get right on down to the meat. And this is where the show gets juicy. Drew goes in. He's like, B, don't you ever speak on my child. I didn't speak on your child. I just said what I know to be true. What do you know to be true? You listening to Rhea. You didn't even know the video's on, but in that little scene, she does admit, I know I was being taped. Drew, you are such a liar. What in the crisis Olivia Pope management is this? This girl is a horrible management coach, if that's what she does, because she can't even clean up her own messes. So, you can have your child be raised by you and your gay lover while Ralph pays all the... If that ain't some misogynistic male type of BS that's coming up out her mouth, and what does it matter? Like I said before, honey, and I heard everybody that does review. How is everybody, girl, Chris? What? Woo, my hammers. That thing's scary. Do you hear me? But anyway, Drew is right. Don't speak on her child. And then that's when Andy intervened and said, yeah, you did speak on her child. Now, this is not the Erica Mena type of situation. No, because really, technically, Spice didn't speak on her child. She's speaking about her. But when she said, no wonder she was pushing this adoption, Josiah wanted the adoption too. So when you say Drew was the only one pushing the adoption, B, you are straight up looking at the show. You going by what you saw on the show, and that is clear. And Drew, baby, Drew was looked like she was about this close, halfway up off her ass. She was about to be Mama Joyce or Carmen up in there because she was holding it together, but she didn't really want to hold it together. And baby, that table wouldn't have stopped me, and it wouldn't have stopped me. I would have been plucking those jellyfishes off of her outfit. Anyway, that was the end of reunion part 1. Come back to see me for reunion part 2. Thanks for watching. I am out, and as I go, I'm gonna chunk up the what deuces. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to my channel.